Thank you, Madam Chairman. And Mr. Feinberg, thank you for being here. This has been a major concern, as you know, for everybody, and especially those of us on small business. You know, with unemployment the way it is and with things that are going on, we're very concerned about the cleanup, and I've got a couple questions. First of all, there are people that are unemployed all over the country. Are there opportunities for people to show up and help? Because I'm telling you, we could hand everybody a skimmer, a shovel, just about anything to help clean up. What are we doing for small businesses and people to help? Because obviously there's work to be done.
I can say this, although that's a very good question, which isn't part of my mandate in processing claims. It is my understanding that BP is hiring those workers laid off as a result of the spill and putting them back to work as part of cleanup, as part of special programs. So I think your question's better directed at BP. My understanding is an effort is being made to hire those very local Gulf workers impacted by the spill.
Right, and obviously that isn't your issue, but my constituents, that's all I hear from, and they said next time you've got anybody in front of you that you can bring that up to. But my concern for you is what kind of safeguards, or what are we doing with regards to safeguards, or putting something in place for fraudulent claims, or something that, what can we do to make sure that people aren't applying for help or doing something that may be fraudulent?
Great question. Nothing will undercut the credibility of this program more than fraud. You have to expect it. Human nature, you just have to expect it. Now, in the 9/11 fund, we had 7,300 applications, only 35 fraudulent. The Department of Justice Civil Fraud Division, second to none, enormously helpful to us in that federal public program involving taxpayer money. I have asked the Department of Justice Civil Fraud Division to once again weigh in here and help monitor this program to avoid fraud. I'm also considering hiring a private vendor with expertise in fraud investigation and audit to make sure that claims that are filed are legitimate claims, because fraud could really undercut the credibility of this program, and we will be ever vigilant in that regard.
Absolutely, because if one person gets away with it, everybody else will be at the top. And so I'm glad to hear that you might be hiring somebody, because every dollar you spent in looking out for fraud will be $1.75 or so saved. So thank you for being here and doing this, because you know, this is something that's very important, but we also don't want to undercut the program for what we're doing. So thank you, and Madam Chairman, I yield back.